What do you think? Everybody wants to see where I live, and I'm kind of embarrassed. Really embarrassed. Because it's not where I want to be. But hold on a minute. They're gonna stand up. I'll lay it right here. I'll be right back. I live in this old dilapidatory trailer and I don't like it because it's not what I want. So I want to build something to my specifications, and that's kind of where I want to be. And then I want to travel with it. And that's the idea. Because I don't like where I'm living right now. It's not ideal for the circumstances. Because I want to be a vlogger. And I want to vlog every day and be in a different place. So it's kind of a process to be this way. Because I want to be done with my what's going on behind the scenes, be done with that, and then I can travel. But sometimes it's a process. Sometimes you're in a process of waiting for the outcome to work out. Because being technically living somewhere that's not ideal, and you don't have a shower and you don't have proper setup, it's not very good for your health, because certain outcomes are not where you want to be, and you want to be in a different outcome. But sometimes you have to deal with stuff that's not nice or comfortable, and you realize that this is why I have to go through this, because this is where I'm at this moment. So, and it's gonna get better, because if I told you I didn't like parts of my life, that's the truth. I don't. But it's kind of a process of, this is where I came from, this is where I was, so I can only go up. But there is times where I'm just irritated with the circumstances, and I know I'm the only one with the power to make it change, make it different. And sometimes it's just waiting because you want answers and you want stuff, but it's a process. Everything's a process. So realizing that it's kind of like a journey of walking, where you are lost in an orchard and you're like, I don't know where to go. Where do I go? What do I do? How do I get to where I want to go? How do I decide on this is what I am? I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be somebody different. I want to have the lifestyle that I want, and hopefully the people will gravitate towards it. Of, this is the lifestyle that I want. This is the spot where I want to live, and right here it's temporary. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to live. But sometimes you have to go through situations where you're like, this is where I'm at right now, and this is what I need to do, and this is how I'm gonna get there. So I'm gonna get there, and it's a process, because some things take patience, some things take perseverance to get there. So this is the beauty of it, is realizing that this is what's going on, and I can make a difference to change it. It's just a process of how do I get there. Is sometimes you have to wait on other people to allow. Like, you have to wait on people sometimes. If something happened to you that you need medical attention, or you need answers or something, and sometimes you just have to wait for them to get back to you, and there's a process of it, and there's laws for a reason, and sometimes you just gotta hire somebody that's a little bit more educated than you in those laws. And that's the beauty of it, is realizing that this is what I want to do, and it's going to be a process to get to that end goal. But a year from now, because this is where I was, I'm only going forward. I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get wiser. I'm only going to get more experienced in that situation. So just realizing that life is kind of like this road. Is how long is it going to take you to get to the end goal of what you're doing? And it's kind of the same thing with like growth. Is you want to grow, and you're kind of like that tree, because that tree's gonna have more blossoms on it. All these trees are gonna have blossoms on them in a week, because they're gonna start, see how they're budding, and they're gonna start spreading all their flowers, and then that's the next crop of these trees. And that's kind of like life, is you realizing that you're a tree. So are you gonna get where you want to go? Are you gonna go where you want to go? Because are you getting the proper nutrition? Are you getting the proper knowledge? Are you getting the proper what do you call it? Wisdom to figure out why this scenario is happening and why you're going through what you're going through? It's just, I want to be in a position where I have an adequate shelter, I guess is what it is. And I know that's a process. And there's a lot of things that you know are possible, because you've overcome them. Like 2 years ago, I was homeless in a big city, and I was working, and I was going through a lot of different things, and now I can pretty much sleep anywhere and be protected because the universe protects me, because the universe has me wake up every day and live life and learn and stretch and mold into the situation that I'm in. And that's the beauty of it, is realizing that anything is possible because I can make a difference, because I am allowed to make a difference, even if certain things are really uncomfortable in the moment and you're like, I really don't know how to analyze this or process this situation because it's different to me. But just realizing that anything's possible if you put your mind to it, and realizing that I can accomplish anything. And sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you're in a lot of pain and you're like, this is what's going on with me, and realizing that I don't like this. But if I get so confident and comfortable being uncomfortable, then I can accomplish anything. So if I get so comfortable with being uncomfortable in every situation that I'm in, like work, life, and realizing that, look at this. The bees are gonna pollinate all these trees, and then they're gonna have white blossoms on it. So it's just realizing that sometimes you have to be miserable, so miserable that you're like, I need to make a difference. I need to make a change on this situation of, this is what I want to do and this is how I want to do it. And the confidence of, I can achieve anything I put my mind to. So if I want to start a business and I don't know exactly how to do that, but I know that I'm capable to do that, it's just gonna be the process of, how do I structure it, or how do I make me money? And realizing that that is the way to do it, is realizing that anything is possible to do. So if you want to analyze the situation or come to a realization of, I don't know what I'm doing, but if I keep moving forward and keep pushing those feelings of not feeling good enough or adequate enough or whatever, it will get better, because I will decide that I'm gonna make it better. And if people give me opposition, that's their opinion. That's not my opinion. That's not my almighty suggestion, because everybody lives life and it's up for debate. It's up for suggestion. People will say something and you're like, okay, line it up with, does it make sense? Is it logical? And are they successful? Because people can talk all they want, but if you are not where you want to be, and I'm not where I want to be, because I don't have my tiny house finished, I don't have all this stuff finished, because I'm focusing on my YouTube channel right now, but in a couple months it will be different, and my project that I want to do will get done, because I'll have a way to make it. And it's kind of like that, is I want to do these things, and they're not going to just happen like that. It's going to be a process of, this is what's going on. People want to see what I live in, and I don't like it. It's not what I want. It's not very happy. I was happier when I was homeless, living in my car. That's my bed, and I don't like it, because the environment is not very nice. This thing is falling apart, and I don't like living in this town. So I consider myself homeless because I don't have the house that I want, and I don't have the structure that I want to build, because I want to be a nomad where I'm traveling to city to city to city. So that's what I consider it. Okay, I'm gonna go.